What's up, fellers? Were you expecting Javier? You weren't expecting Don Javier? Listen, while Javier's getting warmed up, I'm going to start it off for you guys. Welcome to the live stream. For those joining us for the first time, let us know. I want to give you guys a shout out and a welcome. We are going currently live 9 a.m. Arizona time, so if you're not watching this during the live broadcast, your comment will not pop up in the live chat. But if you are watching this after, I encourage you to hit the live live chat replay, so you can see what people were saying real time. I cannot see anything, so hopefully you guys aren't spamming my chat right now. But hey, here we go. It's Javier. Oh, sorry, no, this isn't Javier. This is Don Javier, the housing market god, here to tell you guys to address all the concerns and worries. So we will get to that for sure. What's going on, Izzy? Howdy. Juan, Kelly. Yeah, Javi's not here right now. I'm gonna warm you guys up. So just wanted to kind of set the ground rules first. We like to do a quick 10 to 20 minute chat about what the topic in hand is. After that, we like to do Q&As, but I will Javier will be answering questions as we go, so just so you know. And let me tell you something, okay? We're not gonna deal with troublemakers here, so don't even think about it. You got it? Okay, good. All right, now I'm gonna go get Javier real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, see you guys soon. What's up, guys? How are ya? Yeah, you see that was a good-looking guy that just came across here, huh? He just went over there. I think he was gonna go. He parked his horse out in front, so he's gonna get going now. What a good guy. What's going on? How's everyone going? Javy the Don. I think I got something else for you guys, but it's outside already. We'll get it right now. Welcome, guys. Don Javier already opened it up for you guys, so let's get going. We got James in the house, Scuba Steve, Luis, what's going on? The AG, Lisa Pineapple, Mary Smith, Miguel, David, El Tío Javier from Luis, Nanya, Juan, the good old salty boy Bird is here. So welcome, guys. Today we're gonna chat about this whole moratorium thing, because I get a lot of people that are like, Javier, what do you think? What do you think? And I did make a post about it yesterday saying I'm gonna wait to see what happens, but I'm getting overwhelmed by the amount of people. So if you guys like me to speculate, I can speculate. So I'm here to speculate with you guys today. But if there is an update, which I don't think there will, I'm going to then make a video about it. But I don't think it's worth a video, in my opinion, because I don't want to just speculate, you know, every time there's a fart in the wind, you know. So yeah, no. So, Oscar, what's going on? How are you? 07 WRX. All right, we're gonna have to remove this guy. Let's see. How's everyone doing today? It's pretty early, right? You guys are up pretty early. Birds, I give that guy a good old ban. Listen, this is not a political show. Whether you agree or disagree with the political climate, that's fine. But if you're out here spamming up the chat, it's not nothing against your views. But why are you here spamming a chat of a real estate channel? Come on, go to another political and spam there, right? So speculate for a moment, Javi. Fart in the wind, CC Moon. She liked that. Thank you, CC. Sorry, I didn't mean to assume your gender, but Home Depot, you guys heard the theme song? Just want to make sure you guys heard it. Cool. All right. So let's speculate, if you will. Okay. Let's go down the rabbit hole, okay? What people have been speculating is that these poor landlords who have been struggling oh so much have had these tenants that don't want to move out. And just so you guys know, it's not almost all of them. Almost everybody I know that rents, they're not doing this, right? So just get this clear. It's not every single renter in America that's doing this, okay? But there are definitely people out there who they have not been able to kick their people out, and now they're going to be able to evict people. And what people think will happen is the massive evictions were going to cause these landlords to be like, crap, we're underwater. I think we need to sell our house. And all these landlords were going to be putting a lot of listings on the market immediately. And that was immediately going to cause this effect where this new rush of listings was going to create either a tide in the buyer's favor or completely some kind of crash. Okay, that is what the assumption is, or at least what I've seen. Miguel Sanchez says, Asti Calendar says the market will crash in 12-12-21. Let's hope not. So is this going to happen? Let's just look at some scenarios too, because if we're going to speculate that these landlords are going to be in a position where they're just going to have to put their house on the market, let's do this, okay? Right now, there is a very active, thriving community of landlords / rentals. Okay? And if you don't believe me, I'm sure you guys have heard of what do we call them? The CCCs? The corporate cash buyers out there, right? We've all heard about them. We know that they're buying houses cash, and I've shown you guys videos of them buying houses cash, outbidding buyers, and they're putting their house, Thank you for the $2 super chat. David, appreciate you, man. Another fire sale NYC. Well, we'll see. So there is a massive demand for rentals right now, and there's a lot of people that are taking advantage of it, especially these corporate cash buyers, okay? So the rental market isn't this dead thing where people are just losing their money. We have to also assume that the landlords that have been struggling with this eviction thing, their struggle has been they haven't had the right renter. And now with they may be able to evict people, they're going to be able to put a renter in there that is actually going to be able to pay. And secondly, they're going to charge a lot more. Because right now, guys, rentals are expensive. Yeah? You guys want me to speculate? Let me speculate. Don Javier left this for him. That's why I have him. Let's speculate here, okay? We're speculating with my spectacles here. Thank you for the $50 super chat from Scuba Steve. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That reminds me, Scuba Steve, he gave us a server boost in our Discord. I just recently updated our server, Discord server, to be a lot more active and really cool. So if you guys have a Discord, I'd recommend you guys join our community. And thank you, Scuba. I appreciate your support, man. Have you bought a house yet, Scuba? Steve? Anyways, we're speculating here, okay? So we have to assume that there is going to be a percentage of these landlords that are going to take advantage of a very thriving rental market, and they're going to be able to put their houses for rent at a higher price. And guess what? Most times, a house that you can have a monthly payment for like $1,500, $1,600, renting for like $2K, like maybe a little more. Okay, so not every house is going to go on the market. Okay. Secondly, there's going to be a percentage of people that are simply going to, well, let's think about this. Because I talked to a few landlords that were actually struggling with this. And they have been struggling because they haven't been very profitable. But what they've been doing is they've been taking it as a loss. Because any investor worth their salt has some kind of savings, right? They have some kind of backup plan. So they've been just taking that as a loss every month. And it's actually kind of been helping their books a bit, right? So a lot of them are just, they're going to be able to evict the folks, get them going. And some of them, there was their primary rental at some point, so they're going to move back into it, or simply they're going to just go back, like I said, with plan one, they're just going to rent, okay? And now, thank you for $20 super chat, Lisa Pineapple Pizza Gang here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, now that we got that established, is there going to be a percentage of people that are going to list their house? They're just sick of having renters and they're going to be done. Yes, 100%. Okay. I think those who are investors that maybe only have one or two house and that they unfortunately got stuck with the whole moratorium thing and they've just been losing a lot of money. They're not like active investors. Then they're going to be like, yeah, screw it. We're going to sell it. Okay. But how many people, like all the rentals out there, okay, how many of them do you think are just like somebody who just using their side hustle money to buy a rental? And how much people do you think are actual corporations that have more than just one rental? They have 10, 20, 30, 40 to make a living off of it. I tell you what, I would probably, if I were a betting man, there's always this 80-20, the Pareto principle or something like that. And it's true, and we see it so many times in life. 80-20 rule, right? Like right now, 20% of all the real estate agents do 80% of the business in the market, right? I'm almost willing to bet that 80% of the rentals out there are being handled by like a lot of these cash, not necessarily corporate cash buyers, but corporations that run rentals for a living. Not just these one-off investors that have rentals. right? So let's assume that. So they're going to be able to get back some houses back because but not every single house has been struggling with this, but they're going to be able to get that back, and they're just going to simply go back to it. So the people that are truly only going to sell are probably going to be the one-off investors that maybe bought a house for rent and they got stuck and now they just need to offload it. That is my opinion. Now, let's say it's all bull crap, right? And people think simply that it is going to crash and there's going to be a huge amount of listings. But here's one scenario that people don't think about. Not every single person that's been taking advantage of the moratorium, Javier will dance for $50. No, I don't think it will. No, I don't think it will. Good morning, Javier. Yeah. Javier getting more tips than the stripper. Oh, hey, look at that. I appreciate everybody tipping me. What's going on, Caballero? I'm speculating here with my spectacles. That's what people like to see, speculations. That's all YouTube is wild speculations. So let's just go down this rabbit hole. If there is going to be this new amount of listings that had come on the market, in my opinion, from people that are not professional investors, people that just maybe have a one-off investment, not every single person that has been taking advantage of this moratorium is this poor, hopeless person that is like in a terrible spot that has no job. Okay, I would have to assume, just knowing human nature, there's probably a good percentage of these people who have been taking advantage of the moratorium, and guess what? They've been saving like crazy. Instead of having to pay the $1,000 to $2,000 a month of rent, they've probably been putting it in a bank account. They probably are still making their payments on their credit cards. And they've just been stacking paper, as they say, as Don Javier says. Don Javier, the guy that was here earlier. Why the glasses? I'm speculating, guys. All right, I should get rid of them now, huh? People are like, what the hell's going on? Okay, there you go. You happy, Galaxy Moon? Galaxy Moon didn't like the spectacles. You remind me of Dr. Octopus. Ooh. Doc, that's gonna be a good spider. Did you see I see the Spider-Man trailer? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Bird's Eye here moderating, man, handling the business. I like it, man. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna have to make you a mod soon. They're putting it all in Dogecoin, sorry. So let's just say, okay, so there's gonna be a percentage of these people that have been stacking and they've been making payments, and now they're being evicted, and people think that, oh no, poor them. Well, they have a lot of cash and they're ready to enter the market. Somebody recently said to me when I said this theory, well, their credit's going to be trashed. How? How is that going to crash? Tell me. They don't report, I don't think they were allowed to report the late payments on the rental to a credit reporting agency. As a matter of fact, most of the time, unless you're like you do like an apartment lease with like a big property management company, most of the time, if you like break a lease with like somebody, they, you pay the fee or whatever, most of the time don't send it to collections. They have to actually send it to a collections who's then going to report it on your credit. Yeah, they're going to try to collect from you, sure, but very rarely do people actually send you to collections and actually affect your credit. And also, it takes a bit to get to that point. It's not like a credit card where if you're 30 days late, you're getting reported. No, this is a lease, right? So, the moratorium is ending. Technically, the renters don't owe anything, so they're going to then be evicted. How is that going to affect their credit? I hope they've been paying their credit card payments on time because they have been able to do that. So the thing is, okay, that's just about talking about all leases. But the thing is that once people are going to be evicted by these people that have been using the moratorium, are they going to be able to enforce? They're going to be able to send things to collection. What are they going to send to collection? Is my first take. Like, what are they going to send to collection? The government gave these people the pass to stay there and not be evicted. So, what is exactly going to be though? See. And even if, let's just say I'm wrong and they are going to report it to a collector, they're going to have the 1 to 3 month period at least before it gets reported. And guess what? That's enough time to buy a house. Okay. Not a lot of them report delinquent payments. They do have the ability to, but not a lot of them do. I'm the big ones do, but like the local ones, like if I have a house and I rent it out and someone breaks their lease, that's why the security deposit's for, so you have that deposit to get back. But a lot of them don't report it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody here who's ever broken a lease, please let me know in the chat if that is true or not true. I would love to know, because once again, I say things, but I'm always willing to correct it if I'm wrong. Let's see if anyone said that. But anyways, for everybody out there, won't there be an eviction or judgment on their record? Is eviction, like credit report, the credit report is there to report on late payments on your credit cards and things that are on your credit. They don't say, has this person ever been evicted from a rent? No. What does pop up under credit is when there is an eviction or some kind of deposit that's owed and then it's sent to collections. A lot of underwriters don't verify paid rental history. When you buy a house, they ask you if you've been renting or they're buying, but they don't go and check what that is. They do check previous like mortgages, but a lot of them don't. Okay. But let's just say, can confirm, broken lease, no effect. My dad did it once, from CAD 5359. Okay. Let's see what other people say. I think people are like shocked. First, let's end the poll that we have going. Let's see. Current poll, is it going to tell me the results right now? So what do you think the effects of the moratorium be? 46% said no effects. Huge wave of new listing, 41%. 12% said housing market crash. Yeah. Okay. As landlord, I never reported late payments, from Vidana Munoz. Yes, my son paid over $2,000 to get out of his lease. So he paid to break his lease, and that didn't report on his credit because he paid to get out of it. Now, if he wouldn't have paid that landlord would have had the ability to send it to collections. Zefail, breaking a lease is nothing. They'll just keep your deposit. Hey, Morpheus, good info from Noe. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so most people are in agreement with me here. Okay. The point is, there's people out there that have been collecting cash. They've been stacking paper because they haven't been paying rent. And these people are either going to go rent or they're going to get into the market. And if they do enter the market, it's going to offset any increased listings. And not only that, there's a lot of good, hardworking people that have saved money that just decided to wait because the market's too crazy, that are on the sidelines, that as soon as they start smelling new listings hitting the market, they're coming in as well. Okay. Zach K with the counter argument, I got sent to collections for not paying a $300 rent bill. Okay. Once again, landlords have the ability to do it, but most of them don't, especially if it's a personal one. The big like apartment ones, I know for sure they do it every time. Yep, they've been stacking paper at other people's expenses. Yep, that's exactly it. So the real travesty here that people aren't focusing on is there's two sides of the table here. There are tenants out there that maybe they did lose their job and they seriously have been struggling, and they're going to be evicted and they're going to have nowhere to go. And right now, rents are super expensive. Good luck finding something more affordable for rent. And also, I'll give people on the other side of the token, I feel bad for all those, not necessarily the big cash, like giant investors. I feel sorry for the mom and pop investors. What's up, Gargy's World? It's been a while. How are you? So example, let's say Gargy, she bought her house, I think, last year. If she wanted to go rent a house, buy a house as an investment, like her family had been saving money, they got 20% down. Let's say, hey, let's buy a house for rent. Like a few years ago, let's say they did that, and they found a good renter, and then that renter completely got them with the moratorium, and they haven't paid for the last year and a half. Like, she is not a giant investor. She's going to get put in a bad spot. And the person leaving now is leaving Gargy with, like, unfortunately, she was probably in forbearance because they were they had a moratorium. So now she's going to be left with the big bill. Right? So it's definitely on both sides of the tokens is tough. Now, California, I'm not going to talk about California. That's a whole nother can of beans. I think it's rough out there. But, yeah. Savage I know why Kyle is single. What are you talking about? You guys are crazy. So what do you guys think? I'm curious to hear your guys' opinion. This is an open discussion. You know, I can bring the spectacles out to really make sure to zoom in on what people are saying. Let's hear what you guys are saying. Rates might increase sooner than people think. That'll cause a crash along increased inventory from Jarrett. Sorry, I don't want to mispronounce your name. That's a cool name. Let's see. Let's give it a few seconds to see what people think. Let's see. We got someone here. I think this is from a mom and pop investor. Is that Noemi Gonzalez? Are you a mom and pop investor? Let's see. Let's save this. Let's see if this still works. Does this still work? Hey. Noemi, we are aware that our tenant is working and there's nothing we can do about it. Our rental agency filled out for rental assistance and we have money, but not all rent is owed. I'm in California. And this is really the mom and pop investors are the ones getting the bad end of this deal, and the tenants who seriously needed the help are getting the bad end of this deal. Like, look at her. This is a very shitty situation for her. She is not a massive investor. She probably bought this just, you know, working her butt off, and she got stuck with the renter that took advantage of it, who she knows is working. So they could pay rent, but they're just stacking paper. And guess what? You know, this is over. She can evict him now, great, and get a renter in there. But this renter that's been there has been saving money like crazy. Let's see what else. But I mean, thank you for sharing, Noemi. That sucks. It definitely does suck. Once again, Lisa Pineapple. And I know I probably didn't make a big deal about it when you were here, so thank you again for dropping that. And of course, Scuba Steve, let's give him another shout out for the $50 super chat. Oh, I'm trying to make it replay, it's not doing it. Oh, thank you again. Oh, did it twice. Sorry, guys. My bad. Can landlords still apply for mortgage relief? I'm pretty sure they have. Yep, I'm pretty sure they have. Here we go. Look, this is what sucks. This is the unfortunate part. I don't think that a lot of people are talking about this. I think we got another mom and pop investor here. Let's see. D Brown, are you a mom and pop investor, D Brown? I don't want to assume, so let me know. I've had tenants tell me to my face they wanted to save money so they could buy a house. Kind of furthering my point here. Honestly, I'll be honest, I haven't seen what other realtors or YouTubers have said. I stopped watching real estate YouTube because it just infuriates me, and I think I'm much happier than that. So I haven't seen what other people have been saying. I would love to hear from you guys what other people out there are saying. What I'm saying is people are going to be talking about just like the increased inventory. Ooh, market's crashing. But they're not talking about the tenants who have been stacking cash. Literally, D Brown, their tenants told her to her face that they're saving money so they can buy a house. They're not paying rent. She owes fines. He or she, I'm sorry, I can't see your photo quite well, D. They own 5 rentals. So not necessarily a small mom and pop, but, you know, still smaller. Okay, so this is a situation where these people will counterbalance the people that need to sell their market. Jaime Resend is that Javier out here exposing everyone. Oh yeah, I'm sure I can. I'm sure I am. They can apply, but it's like trying to get an NVIDIA card. Good luck with that. No kidding. It's freaking scalpers, man. What's up, Brittany? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Last point about this, and we'll go in Q&A mode here. Listen, I got something to tell you. Market's not going to crash, guys. It's still going to suck for a bit. Honestly, at this point, what I'm thinking will happen, I can't zoom in further or else I would. I think what's going to happen is, like, it's been like this. It's been leaning heavily to the sellers. It's just going to go like this. It's going to get a little easier for buyers. Sellers are going to make a little less money. It'll still tip towards the favor of the sellers so that house prices aren't increasing that much. That's my opinion. The gods just sucks that people are able to pay getting screwed too. Wait till your lease is up, then you cover your loss. Yep. Lean closer to your camera. Okay. Let me tell you guys something else. Look me in my eye. Are you guys looking me in my eye? Market's not going to crash. The real estate YouTubers are just baiting you so you can watch views. They want your views. Okay. Look at me in my chocolate brown eyes. All right. People are accusing me. Sorry, I didn't mean to see so dramatic. People are accusing me of my recent video saying that I never said the market the prices were going to drop. I'm not saying the prices are dropping. I'm saying Zillow, Open Door, and all those companies have gone greedy and they're putting their house way too expensive. That doesn't mean, listen, if this hat, which Don Javier left earlier, you know, if this is worth $100 and there's like an increase in demand in this and that's worth 120, 150, if I want to come and be like, hey, this hat's actually worth $1,000, it doesn't mean the price is dropping. It just means I got too greedy and I'm pushing too much. Right? Galaxy Moon doesn't like my props. Galaxy Moon, I hate to tell you this, Galaxy Moon, if you don't like my props, you're watching the wrong channel. Because here in the low sodium gang, this is low sodium gang now because Javier has a heart blood pressure problem, so we don't like sodium around these parts, partner. Anyways, here in the low sodium gang, we like props. And if you don't like it, go join the salty boys. Because if it has high sodium, we don't want it here. We don't want it here. 07WRXTR1. Do you think Phoenix will remain solid? What does solid mean? I think Phoenix is just going to stay where a first-time home buyer needs to buy above 300 to get a decent house. I think this is going to stay like that for a while. I think our average price is just increasing. It's going to stay higher. How fast it keeps increasing, I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure we're not dropping under 300, like 250 again. Like KSI or Jake Paul? I thought Jake Paul's fighting, not KSI, he's fighting somebody else. Brittany Tolan with the Yahweh. While everybody's here, we're going to start answering some questions. So please, if you guys have any questions or any statements, leave them in the comments. We're going to chat with you guys live. If you have a Discord, join our Discord server. There's like 600-700 of us. We're engaging. We're involved in the geek community, chatting about the market, about buying a house. I have a great server there with like leveling systems and all kinds of good stuff. So go check it out if you want to be part of the community. We have a great group there. I'm going to keep on the hat. This is my son's hat, which, by the way, you guys are telling me in my Zillow video that there was a ghost. My son decided to go like to that door and just stare and watch me, which is that's the weirdest thing he's ever done. But for some reason, for 3 minutes straight, we had to go to Taekwondo practice. That's why he was all in the Komodo. He went out and he was just looking at me and staring. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Let's see. Let's answer some questions. Timothy Moya. Let's answer Timothy Moyes. I like he's bringing some good fire here. Let's see. Timothy. The emergency policies are really making it hard for mom and pop folks to make business or invest. Bad policies moving towards big business only be able to make it. Do we care about small businesses? Hate to break it to you, man, but welcome to America. They like to say that they support small businesses, but let's get it right, man. It's whoever can buy the politicians, right? I'm not gonna get political here, but it's definitely a shame. Rob, good point. Put you up there, Rob. Looks like Rob is another mom and pop investor. Our tenant bought an RV, moving out today. Live like piglets. They're not paying for this last month. No deposit was received. Live and learn, Javi. Sorry to hear that, Rob. Oh, man. It's both ways. I'm not saying that, you know, tenants are out there struggling and they lost job. I totally get that. But we have to understand that, you know, both sides are hurting a bit. And who's winning? Corporate cash buyers. Get to evict the people that were on their books taking a loss. Get to put brand new people in there, renting it for a lot more, and life is good, baby. Everybody invest in these giant rental companies because they're going to make a lot of money. I'm sorry to hear that, Rob. Body blow biscuit butter? Did I just say something bad? Am I going to get banned for saying that? I hope not. Body blow biscuit butter. Say that 3 times fast. Question, Javier. In Dallas. Currently renting, have 10 months left on the lease. Is it too early to start seriously looking to buy? Should I look and pay to break lease if I find something? Listen, body blow biscuit butter. Can I call you BBBBB? BBBB? BBBBB. Let me tell you something, BBBBB. Okay. Breaking a lease is expensive. So what you want to do is you want to look at that as a closing cost. So let's say it costs you 2,000, 2 G's, a nice little 2 stacks to break your lease, right? So if you happen to find a house that's the right house in the right situation, like it's perfect, okay? Like look, do the numbers, down payment, closing costs, and add a $2,000 closing cost on there, okay? If you can afford that, here's the thing. You can counter it with this. If you do buy a house in the next month or two, you're going to have 8 to 10 months of equity you wouldn't have had if you would have just waited 9 months to buy. You also want to look at it like this. Yes, you're paying $2,000, but you want to do is, like, you have 10 months left on your lease. What's your monthly lease payment? Multiply it by 10. That's the number you need to look at, because that, let's say you pay $2,000 a month, times 10 is 20,000. You're never going to get those $20,000 back in your life. Those $20,000 are gone. If you buy the house now, yes, you have to pay the down payment, closing costs, and the closing costs of breaking your lease. So only do this if you can afford this. But those $20,000 that you would have wasted are not going to be able to go towards your house, and it's actually going to your investment. So that's just a different approach for you. But who knows? I'm just a scummy realtor, like people say on YouTube. Probably just trying to corrupt you to buy a house. Let's face it. That's all I am. Javier, what kind of vehicles are in the garage? Are you trying to stalk me? Listen, man, I drive a Ram 1500 from my hay bales. No. My wife, we're a Toyota family. And I drive a Tessie, a Model Y. Fence and Kitty, the lease break question is hard. The time of year husband and I had to renew. I've always learned to available houses is normal climate. The messes has last 2 years have been. Yeah, for sure. It's been definitely difficult. Time to move on, get a job, and start paying for rent. Dad, is that you? Dad, are you watching my live stream? Sean White. Good question. While I put Sean's up there. Zero says, thanks, I'm in a similar situation. I need that perspective. Yeah, it's always, that's all I offer is a different perspective, right? Like, it's not all black and white. It's not just all bad and good. Just consider it all, and then really, I mean, honestly, in my scenario, I mean, the golden ticket here is you need to have the money to be able to do that, right? Oh, so if you don't have the money to be able to do that, then you kind of just out of the picture. Sean White, I know it's not your market per se, but I'm looking to buy up around Seattle next winter. But looking at the brokerage compensation, it's coming up to be almost as much as the down payment. Brokerage compensation? What are you talking about? Like brokerage from like you're taking out your investments, or like brokerage your buyer's agent? You shouldn't be buying. You should not be paying your buyer's agent to buy a house. Was that what you're telling me? Yes, true. 20,000 is lost, but look at the cost you have to pay to get a house, and have to pay 50,000 more than asking price. Cheap Stocks TV, like I said, you have to be able to afford it. You have to have the money to be able to afford the extra cost of buying. I'm not saying it's black and white. Like I said, if you don't have the money to be able to buy the house, then you're going to have to take that $20,000 hit because you don't have the funds to do it. Agent's commission. Yeah, you don't pay a buyer's agent's commission. The buyer's agent commission gets paid by the seller. Is your agent charging you commission? Because let me know, because I haven't been charging. Why do you think I bought a hat that doesn't fit me, man? This hat, I need to be able to get something that fits me. I look like my hat like this. The sellers pays that commission. Yeah, that's why I'm wondering why he said that. Yeah, Ian, you know, that's a great point. That's what you should be telling people, but just don't tell them to go and buy a home. Have I ever said just go buy a home? Haven't I always said if you can afford it, buy? I've never just said go buy. But I got a good point here. I'm about to eat my own words. I need to find some kind of command for this because this is taking too long to do my own. So basically, anytime I post something up there, I have a text plus and I have to copy and paste on there, and then it's like I have it as like this script that, anyways, it's not as easy because I don't use those basic ones like those other streaming things. I use OBS. I gotta make my life harder, but hey, it's all right. I need to stop complaining because else my dad's gonna come on the stream again and talk bad about me. Let's see. ENL, member for 2 months. Thank you, man. Appreciate you for being a member. The future of America is a renter's nation unless their policy changes. Buy whenever you can afford to. Keyword, when you can afford to. If I truly believe that you should just go buy whatever, then I would love down payment assistance. And I think you guys all know my opinion about down payment assistance, right? I love like people are just joining the stream now and they're like, what the hell's going on? Why is he wearing a hat? And Michael Furrow was like, what? Oh, man. Holy crap. We have a time traveler here in the house. Hey, Jennifer Lego. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Question, how many single-family investment properties have listed non-paying tenants? I see a lot occupied in my market. I would say if I have 10 showings, maybe one of them. So it's not too much. However, that is definitely something interesting to talk about because if you do start seeing that more often, then it's definitely going to be something, a trend to look out for. That's an interesting perspective. So yeah, if you guys are out there looking for houses, come back to next week's stream and let us know if you're starting to see a lot of houses with people renting them, because that is going to be something to keep an eye on. Anybody that's new to the stream, please let us know if you're brand new to the stream, and we'll love to give you a shout out. Essentially, we like to go live once a week, and if you want to be part of the community every day, join our Discord server. Links below. So anyways, I got a question here from a real life time traveler. That's pretty sick, because I want to learn how to travel time. Am I dropping a hint for next week's live? Maybe. Did I learn how to travel time? Maybe. El Couch, we used to live in the 1920s home. See? Travel, went to the 1920s. On nearly an acre in land and love it. So, El Couch, when did you come back into our time? Did you like go live in the 1920s home and then you came back? But I told her that if she couldn't pay, we would probably lose the house as we still have a mortgage. Does that mean that you rented it out to somebody? So El Couch went back in time, rented it out to somebody, and told them, hey, if you don't pay, we're going to lose our house. What's up, David? Liz G, Cheap Stocks TV. I appreciate your discussion, man. Please don't take my counters as negative. I definitely love having you here to chat and giving different perspectives, because that's all we're all about here, right? We put on our spectacles to speculate and give different perspectives. I think it's getting a little out of hand. DAP is a nightmare when they don't report on the credit report and they find out later in the process during the refi. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that is true. It's a good point. Down payment assistance. DPA, is that what you meant, DAP? Christina Smallhorn, new to the stream. Welcome, newcomer. Welcome. I'm just kidding. You guys all know Christina Smallhorn, the queen of YouTube, dare I say. Francisco Quedado, with the eviction moratorium ending, what are your thoughts on how competitive the real estate market is developing? That's a great question. So great. I'm going to put you up on the screen if you don't mind. Cheap Stocks TV, in some cases, it's good to rent. And in other cases, it's good to own a home. It all comes down to where you live. You know what? I agree with you. It's not always black and white. It's not always a great investment, right? Down payment assistance too, you know. Only applicable in certain situations, not every single situation. Does that make sense, everybody? When someone says, does that make sense? All they're doing is they're buying more time. Francis Quedado, with the eviction moratorium ending, what are your thoughts on how competitive real estate market's developing? So earlier in the stream, I talked about this. I'll definitely rephrase if you don't mind. For all those here that were here earlier, don't leave. Here's my thoughts. And a lot of people are going to be talking about the fact that, oh my gosh, there's going to be a huge new rush of listings. But there's two things not being considered. One, the rental market's so strong right now that a big percentage of those landlords are just simply going to go put the house back for rent for a lot more expensive and make a lot of money again. And they're probably going to have to find a way to do with the money they lost the last year or two. Second thing people aren't considering is there's been a lot of renters taking advantage of this, and they've been collecting cash like crazy over the last 2 years. We had a lot of people here on the stream earlier that are like mom and pop investors, maybe people that own 1, 3, 5 houses that they've kind of bought slowly, you know, through time. They're not like these massive rental investors. They have been taking advantage of, right? And they have had tenants actually tell them to their face that they're not paying rent because they're going to be saving for a house. And there's been situations, I think someone here earlier, she might not be here, said that one of her tenants told her that she knew that one of her tenants still had a job, yet still was not paying rent. So there's been a lot of tenants there who have been collecting cash like crazy. And guess what? Going back on the market. I might make a video about that. You know, people want to know my perspective. Why not? Not new, but new to the live stream. Love your info. Thank you. I appreciate you. Welcome to the live stream. Why are all people tell? Huh? Cheap Stock TV, Javier, let me ask you a question. Why are all people telling homeowners to refinance? I think that's a broad statement, man. I don't think everybody's telling people to refinance. I think lenders might be telling people to refinance because they make money off the refinance. I think last year, like around... Hey, it's one of the real Migos, Ian of Austin. $10, best city in your market to buy an STR? You mean SFR? I'll answer your question. Well, let me ask your Cheap Stocks TV question first. I think he's spamming. Hey, man, you don't want to... Don't spam, man. So I think last year there was a good time to refinance because interest rates were like super cheap, and then maybe people were saying it then. But nowadays, I don't hear just everybody saying to refinance. I think lenders might be pushing it because they make money off of it. But right now, interest rates aren't like super amazing that people should be considering refinancing. So That's probably it. But if you bought a house like years ago and you have a 5% interest rate and you have living in your house for the last 5 years and you're going to live in it for the next 20 years, it makes sense to refinance. You increase your balance by like 4 or 5K, which is the closing cost of the loan, but you save 1 to 2 points on the interest. You're saving like 100 to 150 bucks a month, and you're saving tens of thousands, 50,000, 100,000 of interest over the life of the loan. So that's that. Ian, thanks for the $10 super chat. Best city in your market to buy an STR. Is STR a thing, or did he misspell SFR? Let me look up STR. I hope it's not nothing pornographic, Ian. STR is a hotel company. I think we'll assume he said SFR. First of all, are you the Department of Real Estate trying to catch me steering? Because you know that is an offense to the Code of Realtors, and I wouldn't want to be caught doing that now. But if you're looking to buy 350-ish, a lot of people are buying several cities: Avondale, Goodyear, the suburbs, North Phoenix, North Glendale. 400 plus, you're opening it out to your East Valley area, so Gilbert, Chandler, but you're buying maybe something a little better on those cities I mentioned before. 500 plus, you're definitely in the East Valley looking at solid homes, and you're looking at spectacular homes in the West and North Phoenix area. And then there's a part of North Phoenix, North Glendale, that's really spectacular, but you need to be like 400K plus for that. RESPA Section 8 is on you. I know, no kidding. I think Ian just works for RESPA. He's just trying to catch me. Javier, can you do an amortization schedule refi benefit cost analysis video? I talk to adults that do not know what an amortization schedule is. Yes, amortization schedule, guys, it's something that scares a lot of people. Terrifies a lot of people. Like people see when they're signing table and they see a freaking amortization schedule, they go like, "Oh, get that away from me." You should not be terrified of that, okay? Amortization schedule, guys, you should be able to look at it and just kind of see where it is, but it is scary, but know that that's your fate if you decide to make the minimum payment every month. I'm not going to make a video about it. I think I've made a video about it in the past, but I'm happy to do that. If I think Kyle might be more helpful to you there. I think he has a calculator coming up soon that's going to help you break that down, 07. So, yeah. Steering, is that a Cowboys reference? Yeah. Hashtag Ian of RESPA. Hey, man. I want no problem with RESPA. Freeloaders will get theirs eventually. Dad, stop making different accounts and commenting on my live stream. Man, my dad is just on me today. Freeloaders will get theirs eventually. Okay, Dad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't pay. My dad, as soon as I graduated high school at 17 because I skipped second grade because I guess, I don't know, I finger painted better than everybody else. I don't know. So I graduated at 17 years old, high school. When I graduated, the day after, my dad was like, "All right, dude, you owe me $100 a month of rent every month," and then I worked for him, so he would just pay me and then he'd take $100 back. So maybe he's after me for those few last months I didn't pay a rent when I was like 19 or 18. What's up with the buyers in Phoenix? Phoenix Suns 22. What's up, Phoenix Suns? The official account of Phoenix Suns is here. I don't know, man. What is up with them? You tell me. You tell me. Chief Stocks, I know, Javier, that the homeowner who will rent the home out will just rent their home out for a renter who's evicted. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Do you have any videos regarding for sale by owner homes? I don't. But I can kind of give you a thing about them. The thing about for sales by owners is they're saving on average. Now, RESPA, please. I'm not giving a standardizing commissions. I'm just saying usually, whatever. So they're saving like 4 to 6% on their house. So like a $400,000 house, they're saving $24,000 almost, $20,000 to $24,000 of commission, right? Their $400,000 house, they're saving $25,000. Now, does a for sale by owner then use this logic to say, "Hey, you know what? I'm saving a lot of money on this house. I'm going to put my house for sale for $380,000. No. The for sale by owner, what they do is they put it on the market for the same price it would have been on the market with a realtor. So they're not passing any savings on to you. They're just making their more money for themselves. So my point of saying this is when you're dealing with the for sale by owner, be aware that you're saving them 4 to 6% off the price. So try to get more of a discount. If you're buying, that house should be going for $385 or $390, not $400. And if they say, why are you offering me that cheap? Bro, you're saving 20 to 30K. Give me some of those savings. Come on. BMC with the high. I like that. Just a simple high. What's up? Hi, how are you? Doing good? Reaction Reaper. I like that name. Should I be scared? I don't know. It seems kind of scary to me. Reaction Reaper. 2 questions. Is it true that you can't buy duplex unless you have 15% because FHA won't provide loans for duplex? Thanks for $5 super chat. FHA won't provide loans for duplex. I'm subleasing 3 apartments right now, thinking of buying first home. Will this affect my DTI? That's a great question for a lender, bud. I have no clue. Not only do I not work with multifamily properties, I also am not a lender, so I can't know about the guidelines. Sorry. PJ Nish, let's put you up there again. $4 super chat, got 60K in savings, aiming to buy in the 450 ballpark. We'll have 100,000 saved up, 6 to 8 months, and 20% down payment. Should I wait to buy or buy now? First of all, never ask a realtor that question. They're always going to tell you to buy. Secondly, I literally just made a video about this like 2 videos ago, so I recommend you watch that. But to summarize everything is, listen, right now you might not have 20%, but you have 10%. You might have 15%, right? You just have to look at your savings now. Like, do you have the money to do that now? Do you have the ability to do that now? The potential reward is you're going to get 10 months of, what is that? 6 to 8 months of equity if you buy sooner. But the con of that is you're not going to get an amazing monthly payment. Now, if you do 20% down, you're going to get a much better monthly payment, but you're missing out on 6 to 8 months of potential equity. If like, you have to look at what the prices are rising in your area. So if your prices are rising 10% in your area, 6 to 8 months is approximately 5%, right? 5%, $400,000 house. What is that? Like 410, 420? I don't know, 415. So I know at $10,000 is $50 a monthly payment. Okay. If it's 6 to 8 months, you're going to pay another $50 a monthly payment because the price ranges are going up, but you get to save 20% down and get rid of your mortgage insurance, which will probably save you hundreds of dollars. In that case, it makes sense to me to just do that. So $350,000 in East Valley from Robert. That is tough. That's definitely tough. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for stopping the live stream. Please make sure to join our Discord if you want to be part of our community every day, 24/7, bro. That's all we are. If you're looking for a agent referral, I have a link below for amazing agent referral source. And that's about it. I'll be live next Saturday morning, so I'll see you guys then. Thank you all, you beautiful souls. I appreciate you. Are we going live on Twitch right now? Probably not. But join our Discord, guys. Take care. I appreciate your time. Catch you around the block. And guess what? Hey, don't forget, you're beautiful. And Dad, please stop coming to my live streams and embarrassing me.